Let's talk about when it looks like your spouse and the other woman is being successful, when it looks like they're just in this great relationship, and why is God allowing it? Okay, it's like it's giving God, where are you? Where you at? I've been praying. Do you hear me? Are you even going to do this? Can I move on? Let's talk about it. Before we begin, I want you to know that I understand everything that you're feeling, what you're going through, what your mind is telling you, what everybody else is telling you, what it looks like, how you feel about God, how you feel like you should just let this go. I understand it. Number one thing I want you to hold on to is that God called you to this battle, okay? So the only reason why you're still here is not because you're so desperately in love, but God himself has led you to believe that he will restore your connection and your marriage, okay? So you're not crazy. You're just a person that believes that God can do anything. Number two, I want you to understand that when you understand God, it will always oppose the rules of the world. So you know how the world has its own set of rules where if he with another woman, let him go, you bounce back, yada, yada, yada. Now, all those things are true now. You could, you know what I'm saying? Some situations are not worth fighting for. However, it's different when God has spoken to you, giving you confirmation that he is going to defend you in this, okay? People will talk about you because they don't understand, and they have not been in a situation like this where God has spoken to them to stand for something, okay? So this is the part where you stop explaining to everybody that you're believing for restoration and basically keep everything to yourself. This way, you're going to basically protect your faith. So you don't need nobody to tell you what's going on Facebook. You need to literally have tunnel vision only on what God is saying to you, only on what God is showing you, okay? Only focus on what God is showing you, okay? The reason why God is allowing the situation to seem like they're progressing in the natural is because how will you learn how to take authority over a situation that you know is wrong? Think about it. How if everything was going your way, you would not know how to bust a grape in a fruit fight, especially when standing for something and the enemy is trying to rob you. You see what I'm saying? The reason why God is allowing the situation to oppose what you are hearing so that you can learn how to fight spiritually. In this walk with God, you have to learn how to fight, okay? And this was a very hard lesson that I had to learn. I had to learn how to love in public and war in private, okay? That means that I'm going to show love unconditionally, but when I get in my prayer closet, I am speaking the word of God. I am standing on the word of God. I am declaring and decreeing that the will of God will go forth, and this situation will not be what it looks like. So this is the reason why God is allowing it in the natural. Look at it like that. You have to have an understanding, because how will you know how to fight? How will you know how to pray? How will you know how to go to God? How will you know how to believe God if your faith was not tested, okay? You can't be no punk, okay? If you're going to get your man back, you're going to get your man back the way of the Lord, okay? I know right now you might feel like you're heartbroken. You might feel like your whole world is spinning. You might feel like all of these different things. You have to stand on what God is saying. If God has shown you that this is going to be restored, if God has shown you that he got your back, you have no choice but to fight until the very end. Okay, you cannot back down just because of what it looks like. This is why I tell you guys to hide your affections in God, okay? You will be able to withstand it. Your mind will be in a different place. Your heart will be in a different place. God right now just needs your mind to be focused on him. He has to change your perspective. I went through everything that you're going through But I want you to deal with everything in the spirit realm. Do not write this lady. Do not put your hands on this lady. Nothing. If you try to fight the counterfeit in the natural, it is going to backfire. God is not going to let it happen, because this is a spiritual battle, and he wants to get the glory of her being removed, not by his power and not by your own ability. If you do not know how to pray when it comes to the counterfeit or this other woman, you need to get the ebook that I have that is flying off of the shelves, okay? Flying off of the shelves. It's called Uprooting the Other Woman. I have, and the book is designed to help you understand what you're dealing with, your authority as a wife. And I have a lot of prayers at the back of the book that will help you. You will also get the battle plan that comes with it. The battle plan it's more like a course that has a lot of videos that you will listen to me pray. And I went through the same thing. So everything that I'm putting in this book is what I use for God to move on my behalf to get her out of here. Okay? I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.